Okay, so thank you for visiting on this channel, Vlog IT Explore, and today we are going to discuss about Manage Engine part again. Previously we have discussed about Manage Engine Cloud, and we also discussed about what is OS patching, why it is required, type of OS patch, and how we take the subscription, patching the server, software deployment, inventory report, etc. etc. And today in today's session we will be going to learn Manage Engine on-prem, where we'll be spinning up a machine on VMware workstation which is running on my machine, home PC, and then we'll be installing Manage Engine on-prem version, and we'll do the application. We will create users group and giving access, and then we'll see about the licensing part. Okay, so let me take remote control of my machine. Okay, so this is my home PC where I have installed VMware workstation, and I just need to double click on it. So just to tell you which version, if you want to know which version I have installed, I can give you some brief on that. So this is okay, this is version 17.6.0, and this is free for home PC. Okay, so however I have already created my servers, but I will create a new server. So we just need to click a new machine, then we'll say typical, then we'll select the image type. Okay, then we'll select the image from where I have downloaded it, my PC, sorry. Okay, so we will be selecting this image which is for Windows 2019 server, and then we'll click on next, and then we'll be selecting this option as next, and then we'll give some path where I have to install this machine. So I have a dedicated path which I've created on my machine, so we'll go to that path and we'll create this machine there on that location which is specific to this. So we'll say Win 2019-1, we'll give this path here, and we can give this machine Win 2019 same, so that we can remember this, and then we click on next. We can select the hard drive, it is by default coming as 60, that is enough. We'll select this option, split virtual disk into multiple disks, and then we'll customize this hardware, and we'll say 4 GB. Okay, and in CPU we will select 42, so that this will run fast, and then we'll say OK, and then we'll say finish. Now it will power on automatically, and then it will start installing the Windows 2019 OS. This may take time because this is a virtual machine and it will take some time. So however we have given 4 GB of RAM, but it is still virtual machine, so we have to wait for some time. Starting of Windows, and this will starting the setup of this Windows. So we'll select the standard desktop experience from this selection menu, and we'll click on next. Okay, you will get this one. Keep it by default, it is fine if you are installing in testing machine. Otherwise, for your actual machine you need to select location India, and maybe keyboard type as US English, and then wait for some time. Okay, so it will say it will show you the license terms. Click on accept and click on next, and then format your drive, create new drive, apply, okay. This 60 GB will be converted in the drive, so we get 59 GB. Click on next, and now it will take some time for the installation. It is similar to your laptop where you are installing the Windows 10 or 11 OS. It is similar for server OS as well. So I am keeping this video in a pause mode till the time it will come up in Windows and ask for more details. Okay, please stay tuned. Now everything is done. Now it will take some time in reboot, and it will automatically restart in some seconds. Or if you want to do, you can click on this restart right now. So this is a normal process of installing any window, whether it is a server operating system or whether it is a desktop operating system. Only the options where we selected desktop experience, those options may be different one, but the selections will be remain same. So it will be ready in few minutes, and it will ask for the password to set up. Okay, so we get the option. Now we can give the password which we want to keep here. Okay, and then we can click on finish, and this password is for administrator. The username was already populated. Now it will finalize your settings and it will give you the Windows screen in maybe few minutes. Okay, so in VMware we can click here and send Control or Delete, and it will prompt for a username, and we can give the password. In backend it is creating the user profile first time, so it may take some time, depends how much RAM, how much memory your system you are allocating to. So just have some patience while creating the machines on VMware, because it usually run very slow, because it is your virtual hardware. So your actual hardware is virtualized into virtualized into something. So that is why there is some delay, or you may see some slowness. Okay, although uh, once it is done, the installation part is done, you will be able to use it perfectly. Okay, so now it is time to download the manage engine. Okay, what we as per the topic. So if I go to this table, 1 second. So if we go to this, then we have cover up this part, and we are going to install the manage engine on-prem version on the machine. So the machine is already there, we just need to download the setup. So go to Google, search for, okay, by default engine is I think Bing, but we can still search manage engine central, and probably will get this page. Click on download. This is for different one, this is for PAM 360. I think I need to copy that link from my machine, or maybe I can go to some other browser and search for it. So let me minimize this and go to some other tool. Yeah, maybe here we can check it if we are able to download the setup. So I found that Google will give you always the best result. So don't go in uh, any other search engine. Click on download, and now you will see the options. So we earlier tried with cloud. Now we are downloading for on premises. Click on download, and setup will be storing somewhere where you are locating it. Maybe you can, yeah. It may take some time, and installation depends on your network speed. Okay, perfect. So I'm using the 400 Mbps connection, and it is very fast. I'm already using the Excitel connection. So now we can go to VMware window, and we can paste it. Okay, so before paste we have to install the VM tools inside the machine. We can go to this drive and run the setup. So that this VMware machine will be compatible for copy and paste, and it will also be smoother for our keyboard and mouse connectivity once this is installed. So always do install this all stuff. Okay, so VMware tools is kind of very important part. Wait for some time and it will install. Okay, so it is finished. We can click on finish, we can say no, and then we can again try, or maybe it requires a reboot, then we'll reboot it. We'll try to copy and paste this one time. Yes, we are able to do so now because VMware tool is there. Now change the name of this machine, because by default when you install any window you will get a default name. So you need to change the window name always, and then you need to take a reboot of your machine. So I'm doing the same. Click on this. You see there is a by default name coming, so we need to give manage E01 manage engine, or maybe we can say manage engine on-prem 01. Okay, this will be your server, first server, and then later on the same funda will go with this also. You can create your distribution servers. Click on restart now. It will take some time for restart, and later on once it will come back, we'll do the installation of this, and we'll also try other stuff. Windows came back, so let me try to log in this. it is now a little bit fast. We can check the host name now. What is the host name? Okay, so we can see we have already changed the host name of this. Now click on OK, close this. This is already occupying so much of memory. Right click this and install with administrator privilege. So this is your on-prem setup which you are installing on your on-prem machine. Okay, so click on next, yes, next, and this is your by default location where it will go. This is a central server. Next, and then these will be the port 8020 and 8383. Okay, so keep note down these ports because these ports should be open during your setup, because every organization is having a firewall connectivity between the subnets or between the networks. So you always keep these ports into your mind while setting up this. Okay, other options will remain just next and then finish. So it's not very difficult to configure this. Okay, so let's just complete this setup first, and then I will show you how to do other stuff. One more thing before you do anything, click on this window and click on server manager. So to download any Chrome browser or any browser, you need to downgrade your security for some time, and then probably you can again enhance it. So go to this dashboard, go to local server, and you will see the security enhance option. Click on this and click on off, and then close this, and then you can click on this explorer, and from there you can download this. If you don't downgrade this IE security option, you will not be able to download anything, because by default it comes with very high security. So we have downloaded this setup Brave browser, and we can now click on installation and it will install. So usually this manage engine endpoint central installation will take so much of time. Okay, so keep some patience and give it some time. Until you don't get any option, leave it as it is. Okay, so I am keeping my video in pause mode so that I can save your time as well. So I get this screen. Maybe you can click on next or skip this time, and you can fill it later, or maybe fill it now if you require it. Click on skip, and then it will configure your registration, and click on finish. Okay, so once you click on finish, you may see some populating options will be, we'll see some pop-up. Yeah, this one I'm talking. Okay, so this is by default which is coming up. Okay, so allow block content, and then you will see initializing server, manage initializing endpoint server. This will take some time, but let it initialize. And I would say don't interrupt the process, because if you interrupt this, you will see some kind of bugs on this, and this will be your page which will be which will be available after this initialization. Okay, so this will be port 8020. As I told you, 2 ports, right? So this is one of the port. Okay, so initialization has been done. So let me copy this path, and maybe I can try to open in another browser like Brave browser, or maybe you can try in Chrome. Okay, so by default the password comes with this. As a default is admin, username is admin, and password is also admin. So we are just waiting for it. Yeah, so you can see the password admin and username is also admin. Click on sign in, and then probably this page will appear. Okay, so you get a prompt that this device is onboarded. Click on this. Okay, now you go and you will feel that this is similar to what we were having, right? It is similar to that. Okay, it is not run, it is now running on localhost, but earlier when we were accessing it, it was a PaaS service or a cloud service for this manage engine. Now click on your options and see if you are getting the same options. Okay, so there is a thing, right? Because cloud is always updated, but here if you see, right, if you go here in patch management, you will see a sync will happen, right? So there is a patch database which will automatically update, right? So you will see this option now. So you can see the preparing and syncing for Windows patch skill, checking for new updates. So this option is additional into this local setup, right? So once this will be done, you will see your patches similar to what you see on top of your cloud options, I mean cloud manage engine. This is local, so and the other setup method will remain same. So even if you try to configure any machine, you can do that. So similar to that, if you go in agent, you can download the agent as well. So you can click on remote office, and yeah, you can click on download agent, select the agent for local office. Okay, similar options. So you can download this setup and install it on a machine where you want to onboard it, right? And so now we reach to this stage. Okay, so now creating user group access and license. Okay, so we'll discuss about that now. So you can save this to download folder, and similar to this you can have go to admins, and under an admins you will see other options to create your user and your groups. So by default you will see admin group, right? And you will see many other groups which comes by default. So you can go here in this user option. So you will see by default users which are coming with this, which is admin. You can create your user, okay, by clicking this. So you can tell like which authentication you want, Active Directory or the local one, and then you can give your information and then click on add user. You can select a group as well if you have created a group. Okay, so you can create a role as well. Okay, so role is similar to the group. These are by default roles which are coming with this setup, as a guest, IT manager, OS, and these are having some restrictions in it, right? Then you can go into secure authentication, where you can set up the two-factor authentication similar to your Google and similar to other applications. And then you have a notification option when you want the notification to be sent by this manage engine tool. Okay, and then so for which activity you want, basically you need to select that here. Okay, if we go in support and licensing, okay, then you will see this is just for 29 days, okay, which are left now, which is a trial version which I'm using. If you want to go with price quote and other stuff, you can click on this and you can get it. If you want any support to be taken, click on this support option and you will see a chat option as well. Right, like this. You can click on it and you can chat with them, like raise a ticket. Okay, there are so many options actually, and these managing guys are very helpful. They always help. Right, I have taken so many help from them while configuring this into my environment. Okay, so probably this will be a good feedback for them and they will help you. Okay, and I found the same inventory option as well, right? Inventory, software deployment, same options, right? So this is it for manage engine, what we were discussing, right? So we are on this stage about license and we have already finished the second part of this session for on-prem, and remains what we have done so far in previous sessions, like how to install patch or software deployment and all will be we already covered these stuff into previous sessions. And if you next upcoming would be WSUS, right? So we'll be going into WSUS part. Okay, we'll see what level of patching we can do through WSUS, how we can take the benefit of WSUS. Okay, and then similar to Valix, then we'll go to security solution Valix, which we recently implemented for one of our client. And this WSUS, right, this is a free tool only. The problem is that it will only support your Windows operating system. Manage engine is not free, so we'll give a demo for WSUS as well. Okay, so I will say keep if you like this video, please subscribe, and if you like my presentation and whatever I've done, you can like and subscribe. And also if you have any query, you can put it into the comment box. Thank you for visiting and stay tuned for this upcoming videos. Thank you very much for your time.